it's a matter of pride for SDAT to be partnering with HCL for this HCL Cyclothon Chennai edition 2.0. And at the same time, I must place on record our sincere gratitude and thanks to Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Sports Minister, sir. Abhishek was mentioning how when HCL came up with this idea, we were very excited. The first thing that struck us was HCL is from Tamil Nadu, but a cycling event is happening in Noida. Why not Chennai? Because Chennai is known for its cycling. So that's the first trigger. And then we know the kind of support HCL is doing to squash and other sports. And then we felt Chennai deserves HCL Cyclothon. See, that's the motivation and inspiration behind which we ensured that the cyclothon happened last year. And I remember that evening when Honorable Minister himself chaired a meeting with top police officials from Chennai, from Tambaram, from Chengalpattu district, because you need 3 jurisdictions. You need to collaborate all of them, bring them together, and then Chennai Corporation, then authorities from Chengalpattu. So, in fact, 15 minutes he gave clear directions and said that this, event has to be done in a very successful manner. And you all know how our Honorable Chief Minister himself is a cycling, enthusiast, and he cycles very often. So, I thank both of them for the kind of support that has been given to us. In fact, the joke last year when we did the cyclothon was there were around 1,300 cyclists and there were equal number of cops on the road to protect all of them. So that's the kind of arrangements Tamil Nadu has put in place, and we take a lot of pride in that. And at the same time, the reason why brands like HCL, big companies like HCL probably add special value is, a sport like cycling needs people like HCL to come on board. States can do a lot of work, federations can do a lot of work, associations can do a lot of work, but you have that big brand, the sport is taken to the next level. I'm sure an event like this, could be done only when you have, people with passion like HCL. So thank you so much for doing that, and thank you so much for bringing Cyclothon to Chennai. And we have seen the kind of hit it was last year. That beautiful morning, I remember, it was drizzling, 1,300 cyclists. Completely green zone, and the kind of finish it was. Honorable Minister himself was there, so it was a fantastic event. I'm sure, and in fact, it gave me a lot of confidence. I told them that day also. Cyclothon is here to stay in Chennai, and it will keep growing bigger. So that should be our target. And let me also take a moment to thank the stakeholders, particularly police, the kind of support police department, both Greater Chennai Police, Tambaram Commissionerate, and Chengalpattu Police has given us. Immense, just one phone call, they'll say, sir, we'll do whatever is required. The corporation, GCC Corporation, Chengalpattu Municipal Administration, and Health Department, so everyone, and most importantly, volunteers. The true heroes of this event last year were the volunteers, around 400 volunteers helping everyone around. So we thank all of them. I must say that, it won't be an exaggeration if I say that Tamil Nadu sports has been, witnessing its golden era for the past 2.5, 3 years. What we have been able to do for every sport is well known, and we are leaving no stone unturned to bring that improvement to every sport. And we'll take example of cycling, because if I keep speaking, it'll take 1 hour, as to what we are doing for sports, but I'll restrict myself only to cycling. Cycling remains one of our biggest priority areas as far as sport is concerned, not just cyclothons and all. As a sport that we make our younger generation come and take up as a sporting discipline on a competitive level. You all know, many friends from media would know that Honorable Chief Minister launched Tamil Nadu Champions Foundation, one of the very few initiatives, probably the only initiative by a state government anywhere in the country, where we launched a foundation to accept CSR donations and use it for the benefit of the sports persons. In fact, the first rupees 5 lakh to the foundation came from Honorable Chief Minister, and Honorable Minister keeps reviewing it. The impact that TNC have generated is humongous. We so far benefited around 450 different sports persons, for their equipment, for their travel, everything, of which, almost more than, 1/4 or 1/3 is para sports persons. Matter of pride is the first beneficiary of Tamil Nadu Champions Foundation is a cyclist. We heard a news story in a newspaper that a young girl, class 12 girl from Coimbatore named Tabitha, is into cycling. I mean, due to her conditions that she could not afford a competitive cycle, which would cost around 15 lakh or 14 lakh odd. So when parallelly we launched Tamil Nadu Champions Foundation. That's when Honorable Minister said she will be the first beneficiary. And so when we gave the first cycle, worth 15 lakh, many people were shocked. I mean, I was told in political, circles that does a cycle cost 15 lakh? I mean, we have heard a car, costing, 15 lakh, or a bike costing, 15 lakh. Does a cycle cost 15 lakhs? Yes, we said yes. That's how competitive cycle is. And after that, there were at least 7 to 8 cycling, champions, young champions who were given cycles. And today also, in the evening, 4 p.m., Honorable Minister is giving another cyclist a cycle worth around 12-13 lakhs, for their competitions. And what did we achieve out of this? You won't believe, you go through the profiles of all these beneficiaries from Tamil Nadu Champions Foundation. All these young girls and boys ensured that for the first time in the history of Khelo India Youth Games, Tamil Nadu is the overall champion in cycling in both boys and girls category. And you take the profiles of these young boys and girls, you find them not from Chennai, you find them from remote parts of Coimbatore, remote parts of Theni, here, there, coming, studying in government schools, but has this passion for cycling and are able to win medals. So that's the kind of impact we could generate in the last, 1.5 years. And I should thank the association here, Cycling Association of Tamil Nadu, for their tremendous efforts. Also, for the first time, Khelo India Games, when we did this January, we do have a fantastic velodrome at TN Pesu, but which was in a state of neglect for quite some time. Normally, when we do Khelo Games, what happens is the track cycling always goes to Delhi because many states doesn't have the capacity to do a velodrome or have a velodrome. We took it up as a challenge. We ensured no, let Tamil Nadu be the first state which conducts all Khelo India Youth Games in Tamil Nadu itself. We put velodrome back in life in flat 2 to 3 months, ensured that it is state of the art, and we conducted track cycling at TN Pesu Velodrome in Chennai.
You see kids coming to Cycling Federation of India, through different states federations, and they're kids who are 15, 16, 17-year-old who have a dream to go and win the medal for the country in nationals, Asian, how it has grown, say 20 years back, and now because cycling is there, HCL is doing races, Tamil Nadu government, there are multiple governments who are supporting. Have you seen the rallies going up, like the medals in national, international circuit in cycling?
So again, short question, it's going to be a long answer. So pardon me for that. But yeah, so this question deserves that much answer. So when it comes to professional cycling, that is where our expertise lies. That is where we are into that sphere. But to get to that professional phase, there are a lot of things that need to be first built on. What we have observed over the past 15 years is basically who are the people who actually take up cycling as a sport. For any sport for that matter in this country. They are mostly people who are passionate about that sport, but that percentage is very less. The larger percentage is people who are looking to get a job, who are looking to take it to the level where they can use that platform to get somewhere else. So until and unless there is a mass participation, there is events like HCL Cyclothon. We can't really pull out elite cyclists from there. So this is one part of it, and the most important. Not just one part, this is the most important, because until unless a community rides, until unless a parent rides, he would not know the thrill of riding a cycle, and he's not going to help his kid develop that skill in cycling until unless they do it themselves. So I don't know if you noticed it or not. In Noida, I did notice when we reached the site of the start point, there were more parents than kids at the start line first.
True.
Yeah, there were more parents, and then the kids came in later.
Correct.
Yeah, so that is exactly what has changed.
True.
The landscape has of course changed after Corona.
Yep.
And the ad that you showed, it exactly replicates what I am saying.
Right.
So thank you HCL, thank you government of